Hello and welcome to Georgie and AJ's Big Trip, Episode 6, Los Angeles. So after the great time we had in Hawaii, and when we saw the F-22 Raptors when we left Pearl Harbor, we ended up flying into Los Angeles and landed at night. This is us coming in now. LA! Woo! We checked into the beautiful boutique hotel Figueroa Hotel on Figueroa Street, which is downtown LA. First order of business on day one was to go to IHOP, which made my beautiful wife very happy, and me too, to be honest. Wasn't really as good as we were expecting it to be, but yeah, it was alright. International House of Pancakes. And I was also very happy to see the huge selection of monster drinks on the shelves in the supermarkets. So cool, there's so many different flavours. It was fantastic. Not long after arriving, we got to treat our first Los Angeles earthquake. Reminded us of home. Welcome to Los Angeles. And then we're off to Warner Brothers for the studio tour there. Here's the classic water tower they have at Warner Brothers. Na 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 na. You know what we were going there for, right? If anyone knows Georgie, you know why we're going there. We're greeted by Wonder Woman at the front gate. You can see that she's got Bob the Carer on her hand, who's on his world trip as well. And we were in. Here we go. It's all on. We got to see Phoebe's guitar from Friends. Smelly cat, smelly cat. All the stuff that Warner Brothers does, ever has done, or is doing in the future, it was all here. It was outlined very nicely in a museum setting. And then we went on a tour of all the movie sets that they have. They have a lot on the outside. They film multiple movies, TV shows. Other companies come in and borrow these sets to film other TV shows. And this example here shows how there's a lake that they can fill up with water in front of that house. A lot of the actual writers use the houses on the sets to basically use as their offices to write their comedy shows. That was Mindy Kaling, who does The Office. And then we got to see the Warner Brothers downtown, which is basically it's like a street, and they've filmed tons of movies down here. And they all make them look different. They can change all the shops and use the inside of shops. It's quite amazing. As an example, this is where the scene in Friends was shot, where Ross climbs down Joey when they couldn't get down off the roof.
Okay, you have a good grip?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna start to climb down you now.
All right, just hurry up.
Okay.
And this one where the classic Spider-Man upside down kiss happened. We got to see the good old Friends fountain and got a nice photo on the couch in front of it. The film studios themselves are just big, warehouses full of filming equipment. We got to go into the new Night Court series that they're currently filming, but it's like super secret, no cameras allowed. All the memorabilia from the Friends sets were just fantastic. We had such a blast just going around having a look at everything and going, oh yeah, I remember that, and oh look, there's that and there's that. Such fun. And we got to sit on the Central Perk couch, which was a huge moment for Georgie and just fantastic. Loved it, loved it, loved it. I also got to sit on Rosita. And then we also got to visit the Big Bang Theory studios and the bits and pieces that were inside there. That was so cool. Got to sit in Sheldon's spot on the couch, which was so funny. And just seeing all the stuff for real. Quite amazing.
Billy.
Here's a model prop from one of my favourite movies, The Right Stuff, which is the plane that Chuck Yeager flew through the sound barrier, the first person to do so. And there were tons and tons of Batman, DC Comics movie memorabilia, lots and lots of that kind of stuff. Not really our thing, we're more the Marvel, but yeah, it was really interesting seeing all of that as well.
Honourable to the court, a head like yours is a joy to see. Hufflepuff! Yay! Yes, yes. Okay. Gryffindor!
Yay! Excellent.
Well, I wanted to be Gryffindor. Obviously, Warner Brothers, Harry Potter. There's a lot of Harry Potter stuff here and for sale. But stay tuned, punters, because later on we go to Harry Potter World in London, which was awesome. Showing off all their Golden Globes and Academy Award wins. Well, a few of them anyway. And ta-da! A very happy, beautiful wife on the end of a very amazing day, seeing things that she just absolutely loved and adored, and me too. So it was a great day all in all. Really enjoyed ourselves. Did some creative photography on the way home. And we saw ambulance number 13 go past. Anyone want to go for a ride in that? No. And now on day 3 of our fun trip in Los Angeles. This is what LA freeways are like. When you're on the bus, we are off to Hollywood to have a look around there. We saw a pizza delivery robot. Woohoo! This place is flash. And here we are in Hollywood. This is the Dolby Theatre where the Academy Awards are held. And this is the original Hard Rock Cafe. Here's that famous Australian actor Russell Crowe. And the famous New Zealand actor Anthony Hopkins. Tons and tons of stars everywhere, including one for Princess Cruises for the Love Boat TV series. They go forever, so we didn't hunt them down too much. We then went on a hop-on, hop-off bus, and we got to see all the sights of Hollywood and surrounding areas. There's a nice shot of the Hollywood sign. We saw it again at night when we went out. We'll talk about that later. Hollywood has a lot of quirky stuff around. Funny pictures of Mona Lisa. That's the Radio Times building, I think. It's a historical site. And this is the Capitol Records building. We got to see all the sites that Hollywood has to offer, including the LA Convention Center. The statue of John Wayne on his horse. And plenty of other quirky sites, including Beverly Hills and the Nakatomi Tower. Check this out. Nakatomi Plaza. Nakatomi Plaza. Palm Beach. No idea why it's called that. And the place where Richard Gere went up the stairs to see Julia Roberts in Pretty Woman. We also did a Twilight tour and we got to see the Griffith Observatory, which was quite amazing. It's up in the Hollywood Hills. Got some stunning views of the hills. There's a Hollywood sign again. And it was a beautiful night and a beautiful wife. And on the inside it was quite amazing. Had a giant pendulum that you can see here. It was really cool. It was basically rotating with the earth, so it was changing angle frequently, hanging from that beautiful roof.
It doesn't move. They knock it out.
And stunning sunset views of LA. Next day, it was time for Universal Studios. Yay! True Universal Studios fashion, it had all the rides, Jurassic Park, and Mario World, and Transformers, and here's the splashdown from the Jurassic Park ride. We did this about 6 times. It was great. And then the studio tour, we got to see their fake lots that they film all kinds of movies, sequences in the cities in. And you can see they're fake. Five points if you can guess where this is from. Yep, it's Jaws.
I've seen on the water. But these guys they're still out there, including Officer George. Hey, Officer George, you got to get back on the boat. Now, look out for them. They're too late. So much for Officer George. I know. Help, police. Wait a minute, you are the police. You were the police. We need a bigger tram. Everyone, please remain seated at all times as we make our way across the dock. Turns out it's maybe not so safe after all. Just when you thought it was safe, we attached some bait to the yellow buoy over there in the harbor. He's taking the bait. He's taking the pier.
Yep, the shack still looks fake.
That's all covered.
Simulated movie flooding.
Actually, folks, Alan and I were playing a little Anderson fun with you. The rain is...
And another movie set neighborhood where they film TV series and movies.
Come on, Johnny, we're doing a public service here. If a kid leaves the house in a less than stellar Halloween costume, he's got to get the
Scenes like this have been on this part of the studio lot for several decades. Before production destroyed this suburban neighborhood, it served as whimsical Whoville for the live-action Dr. Seuss's How the Grinch Stole Christmas, and prior to that, it was Site B for The Lost World Jurassic Park. After every shoot, they made sure that to make room for the trams so they could drive right up and get a close-up look at these iconic sets. And coming up on the right here is a set that's been a highlight since the original 1964 studio tour. That is the home of Norman Bates from Alfred Hitchcock's Psycho. There's a scene from the movie with Vera Miles heading up to the house. And coming up ahead is our official replica, scale replica of the Hollywood sign, built in conjunction with the Hollywood Chamber of Commerce. And if you want a picture of the original Lion Estate sign, so they were actually created for the 30th anniversary of the release of the original Back to the Future.
Wait a minute.
Thank you, Vera. Eva told you we need. We will take the fight to Megatron.
Oh my beautiful wife. So this was a Transformers robot that you could go up and talk to and get photos with, and he was really fantastic.
Here comes the reinforcements. Nice to meet you as well. You don't have to call me Mister, though. There we are. And now, time to Akio Energon.
so well in ours.
They had a Hogwarts castle from Harry Potter and indoor roller coaster. We had a lot of fun having a look at all the different things here. It was so superbly detailed. The old Hogwarts Express. And got to go in the pub and have a butterbeer. All the cakes from the Harry Potter books and movies were there in the shop. And it was just really well done. Good fun.
Perhaps you fear meeting, you know who? Well,
And Mario Land, where they have the absolutely state-of-the-art new ride, which is a combination of a roller coaster. Well, it's actually a car racing game. It's like Mario Karts, but you play the video game of shooting baddies while you do it in 3D. Quite awesome.
I see her.
Here we go. We weren't allowed to use our phones in there, so I just got photos of it from the outside and some of the people doing it. But it was super fun, but we had to queue up a long time to get on it. So we decided to only do that once. Some guy tried to pick up Georgie, so I had to sort him out. Toot sweet. Mario Land is quite a long way from the rest of the park, so they've got this series of huge 4 escalators. So here's a time lapse of us going over all 4 of them, and it's a long way up. And after a long day, we decided to relax at the movies and went to see Bad Boys 4 in Hollywood, which was cool. So that was the end of LA. The next day we rented a Chev Camaro convertible and we drove it to Las Vegas, which we'll be following after this one. Thanks for watching.